Oh my gosh, you came back. Thank you so much for coming back. It is always good to see you. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Doc Martin, and you're watching Fearlessly Living. So today on my channel, I'm going to be bringing you guys another DIY. This time, I think it's something that we can all relate to. Whether you're a guy, girl, adult, baby, anyone can relate to this DIY. So a few weeks ago, about a month or so ago, I had to order a new passport. And because I am sick, and I'm sure you guys are too, I'm sick of CVS and Walgreens passport photos. They always look terrible. Like, I could go in there with the best beat ever done by the most professional makeup artist, and I would still come out, my pictures would still come out looking crazy. So this time around, I was like, passport photos last about 10 years, and I refuse to be looking crazy for 10 years because you're literally stuck with the picture that you get in your passport. So I did some research and I looked up the requirements for your passport photo. I am going to list all of the requirements for you guys, and I'm going to tell you what I did to my passport photo. So I was waiting to get my actual passport. So this is the cover, and if you're interested, this is my U.S. passport. This is my Liberian passport. U.S. Liberian. I mean, it says United States here still, but my Liberian passport's in here, my U.S. passport's in here. And if you're interested in where I got these cute little passport books, I will put the link on the bottom in the description box. Anyway, so this is my U.S. passport, and I want to show you guys. I have to figure out a way to do this where my information is not being shown. Don't know what to do. Okay. Cover that up. Okay, hold on. Let me cover everything up so that you guys don't try to steal my identity. So I'll do this some other way. Yeah. So these are the requirements that you need to have when taking a passport photo. Number one, you need to have a white background. Number two, you need to be facing forward. You need to have everyday attire. So if you are Muslim or have some kind of religious wear that you wear all the time, you need to have that on. The only thing with that is you're not allowed to wear glasses, or if you're wearing hearing aids, you have to have a doctor's note sent in with your passports. You can't wear uniforms like work clothing, police officers, whatever. You can't wear any of those uniforms. You have to wear everyday attire. It has to be within 6 months. So whatever you look like 6 months before, you can't take your passport photos 7 or so months in advance. You have to take it within 6 months of ordering a new passport. So it has to be a current look, especially for us ladies that like to change our look a lot. So you need to have a white background. You need to be facing forward. You should smile but without teeth. So it has to be one of these. It can't be this. No. There should be no shadows. You can't wear glasses, and you have to have no more attire. So that's the requirements for the passport photo from the U.S. government. I'm also going to post their website below so you guys can read in detail what the requirements are. When I did my DIY photo, I used a white door. You can't really tell right now, but you can't really tell right now by my background, but my background is more of a lavender gray, and I can't take care with this background because it's not white. So I have a white door in my apartment, and that's what I use. I use a white door as my background. And I got my friend to take my picture because I did not have a camera stand at the time, and I didn't really have the means of taking it, like maybe timing myself and then just kind of, you know, sitting there with the timer. So I got my friend to take the photo on my iPhone 6. If you have a camera at home that you know you have a timer, or you can put your phone on a stand with a timer, that would be great. You don't need anybody else to do it for you. If you don't, get somebody else to actually take your picture. So I got a friend to take my picture. So I sat just straight like this, looking directly into the camera, and I just kind of did one of these. I did a bunch of different faces, of course, and she took like 20 snaps, and I was able to pick the one that I liked most. After you have taken your picture with, I would say, just do like a natural beat. Like, still look very cute, very glamorous. Do all of your contouring, but don't do too much. I mean, I did like a simple lip, kind of like this. I didn't do like a color like red or brown or anything like that. My eyes were just kind of simple. Like, I did have lashes on, my eyebrows were done. I just didn't do anything too out there that really stood out. Just very, like, a very natural, everyday makeup is what I would recommend. Yeah, so what else? So wear, you know, something that you wear every day. Like, I was worried about my hair because in my picture, my hair is kind of on my shoulder, and I thought, okay, was it supposed to be behind? But that's fine. Just kind of try to show your ears a little bit, and show your ears a little bit. Don't show any teeth. Make sure you're facing forward. And also, when you do use your background, make sure there aren't any shadows. I had a little bit of a shadow, but I was able to edit it out using my phone. So I'm going to go into my phone and show you guys how I edited my photos. And I used the regular editing app on your actual phone when you go into your pictures. I'll show you guys that. And also I use another app called Pick Perfect to kind of smooth out my face a little bit and take out like the blemishes and things like that. I'll also show you guys that app as well. This right here is a previous photo that was taken by I believe Walgreens, and this is the one that was taken by me. This one was taken by me. And I mean, there's a huge difference, and I did not look as terrible as this picture makes me look. Like, it wasn't so many dark circles under my eyes. I really don't know. Anyway, I have this because when I printed it out at Walgreens, so it comes out kind of like this, right? There are two of them comes out, and they kind of just put it in this thing and they cut it. But when I printed this out, they told me that it was way too light, and I had to make it a little bit darker. So I had to go back on my phone and edit it again to make it a bit darker. I'll show you guys that. So once I was done, it ended up looking like this. So this is a picture that I used for my passport. I'm sorry I can't actually show you my passport because I'm afraid somebody's going to steal my identity, but that's something else. Anyway, so this is the actual picture that I used for my passport after I edited it from this one. So as you can see, this one is a lot lighter compared to this one right here. So I'm going to show you guys now how I did it and what pictures I used. And see, I have a bunch of photos here that my friend took for me. And let me see. This was the one, I believe. Nope, that's not it. Which one did I end up using? I ended up using this one. This was the one after the edit. So you can't really tell right now, but it looks a bit darker than the other ones. So I'm going to use one of these photographs and show you how how I edited the picture. So I'm going to use this. So you want to take your phone. Where is it? I think it's this. You want to take your phone and you want to go to edit. Okay, once you do that, you will see all of these things right here will come up. What you want to do first is you want to crop it. So as you can see, there's a door. That's a door behind me. So I want to crop the door out of the picture. So once that's done, you want to go to this thing that looks like a sun right here. And you want to click on light and click on. So you can edit the brightness of, it's not really, okay, let me see. I want you guys to get an accurate description of what this is actually looking like right now. So this makes it like a bit darker. I don't know if you could tell. Let me see. Just makes it a bit darker or lighter, right? So you want to get a good amount of light, but not too much. And as you make it lighter, the shadow is more apparent right here. So what you want to do is you want to get rid of that shadow. And then you want to go back. So that was brilliance. You want to go to exposure. So just kind of like play around with this. So the exposure also helps get rid of the black shadow in the background. Then highlights. So I just kind of played around with it. Got it to where I wanted it to be. Brightness. I think brightness is okay. Contrast. Black point just kind of like accentuates the black color in there. And then go down to color, and I like the cast. And I usually go opposite and give it like a cool, kind of makes like a cool winter look. This is more saturated and this is a little lighter color. Okay, so these are the edits just from my phone. Now I'm gonna go to the app. And it's this app right here. Perfect 365. I'm gonna use that app to edit the picture some more to make it have like a smooth look. Okay, so let's get that. It should actually bring you to this screen, and you should say makeup photo, and it'll go into your home screen. Let's see. When it takes you to your photos, you want to go ahead and select the photo that you want and click on tools. For this, they have multiple options. I'm waiting for it to. Okay, here we go. So the first one is blemishes, brighten skin, soften skin, foundation and blush. So first I'm gonna go to blemishes and just kind of so the higher up you go, the more clear it makes it. And then I don't really want to brighten my skin. I think it's fine. I do want it to be a bit softer, so it takes some of that shine and everything away. So I click on soften the skin and just kind of slide it up. I don't know if you guys can actually see the difference as I slide it. So if you slide it up, the softer it looks. If you slide it back down, do you see the difference? It makes it a lot softer. Yeah, so usually I just use it for like softening the skin or taking away the blemishes. So it gives it like a more polished look. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I use. I use my phone and I use this Perfect 360 app to clean up the face, clean out the blemishes, and soften the skin a little bit. And then go ahead and save it. And pretty much you could take this picture right from your phone to CVS or Walgreens, and they'll be able to print it out for you and cut it into something that looks like this from this. So this was how I was able to get this picture in my passport. Yeah. This, however, though, it looks a bit bright, so it might be one of these, and they might tell you that it's way too light, so you have to make it a bit darker. So you can just go right back to your phone edit on the screen, and I think it's a brilliance. If you turn the brilliance down a bit, it becomes a little bit darker. Aside from that, once I got done taking a picture and editing the picture to what I wanted it to look like, and at a point where I was satisfied with it, I took my phone and my USB cord to CVS. And this is the kicker. After doing all of these, taking the pictures for myself, getting the right lighting, editing the picture, I still had to pay full price for the passport photo. I was a little bit like, because when I went in, I thought I was going to pay, like the regular 39 cents that you pay when you print out a photo. But because I was printing out a passport photo and they had to cut it a certain shape and all of that, they still charged me the same. I think it was like $13.99 that they charged, even if they take the photo. Which was okay, because I was still able to get the picture that I took, that I loved, that I was happy with. So I was okay with paying the $13.99 because I wasn't stuck with a horrible picture that they usually take. So when you get to CVS or Walgreens, you know how if you're printing out regular pictures from your phone of like, you want a trip or you and your kids, whatever it might be, you connect your phone to the kiosk that they have there, and then you click on the pictures that you want. Same thing. So when it comes to passport photo, instead of you just clicking on regular prints, you click on passport photo. You go into your phone and you click on the picture that you want, and the rest of the instructions are there for you to print it out twice. And you just kind of do the dimensions. So if you're not sure exactly, how high your head should be in the photo, how far apart, your head should be from the edges, usually there's an outline there of like, there's a circle where you kind of line your face up to the circle. If you're not okay with that, you can always get somebody at the store to help you. Very nice people that were able to help me get the dimensions in place properly. So I was able to print out a proper passport photo that was approved by the government and the post office. So yeah, you just kind of go in, plug up your phone to the kiosk, pick the picture that you would like, make sure the dimensions are straight, and you print it out. They will go ahead and cut it for you, because they have like this little cutting machine where it has like the perfect square of like the exact measurement for how your photo should be. So they kind of cut it in there, and they package it for you, and you pay your $13.99, however much it might be in your city or your area, and you keep it pushing. when I printed out my photo, I was so scared. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like they're not going to take it. For some reason, I was really worried. But when I went to Walgreens, CVS, they were like, oh, it looks fine. It's fine. Nothing's wrong with it. It's okay. I took it to the post office. I was still worried that nobody said anything to me. I paid. I kept it moving. Then I was kind of like waiting to get a response in the mail from like the passport people. I forget what they're called, to be like, hey, you know, you have to take a new photo. Your application was rejected because of your photo, you know. And I never got that. I got my passport in the mail with the picture that I took and a picture that I love. And I am in love with this picture. Of course, it looks a little bit dark here. It looks like a, you know, but it's still a fairly good photo. I kind of want to show it to you guys, but all of my information is here. So I'm actually probably not going to do that. Just take my word for it that I actually did get that picture into my passport. So this is my actual U.S. passport. I'll take it out. I just don't think I'm able to show you. Yes, this is my actual U.S. passport, you guys. And just take my word for it that my picture's in here. I don't want to show it because all of my information is here and my passport number and stuff. And this is the internet, and I don't want anybody to like steal my information. So just take my word for it. Like the picture is actually in here. I almost showed it and I was like, wait a minute. That's kind of retarded. I shouldn't do that. I will show you though because usually when you take a photo they give you two, right? So I'll show you the other one that I still have because they only took one of them. I'll show you the other one. So yeah. So that's it, you guys. That is the DIY passport photo that I'm so excited to share with you. I hope this video helped a lot, or at least a little bit. If you have any more questions or anything, concerns, just leave a comment below. Maybe I can better explain to you. I'm also going to put a link to my blog where I actually wrote how to do all of the steps and how I went about doing them. I hope this was helpful. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. If it was, let me know. You know, give me a thumbs up. If you have any more questions, like I said, comment below and I will try my best to answer them as soon as possible. So that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. If you are not already subscribed, please make sure and do that. Hit the subscribe button right there. I will see you in my next video. Thank you for stopping by.